Hey everybody, this is Aubrey here. I'm going to be doing a different kind of video for you all. This is a video I haven't really done in quite a while. As you can see, you're looking at one of my blank DVDs on there, which I've showed this disc in a part of my blank DVD collections a few years ago. And one of the features that you see on there is Cinemax titles. And I have a lot of DVDs that have various Cinemax openings from 2006 on a lot of these discs, so I figured I'd go ahead and show you all those openings. Earlier tonight, I watched the movie Cross My Heart, and as for what I think about it, I'll talk about it in another video soon. But for right now, we're going to go to the Cinemax titles feature on this disc, and we're going to watch openings to various movies that aired on Cinemax in the year 2006. It's about 20 minutes long, so let's go ahead and get right to it. That New Line Cinema logo was taken from Monster-in-Law, if I remember correctly. Cinemax logo. Pet Sematary 2 was about to air. They made a little error there. They said the film was from 1982, but it's really from 1992. So they made a little error when they aired this particular movie back then. Everything else on there is correct, though. Very cool Cinemax bumper there. And of course, Pet Sematary 2 is rated R, containing graphic violence, brief nudity, adult content, and adult language. Presented in high definition on Cinemax HD where available. Now, everything you're watching right here, this was all recorded back in 2006. I would record what movies were coming up next, the bumpers, the ratings, the disclaimers, and the logos and everything. As you can see, Pet Sematary 2 is a Paramount Pictures film with the Paramount Communications byline. And following Pet Sematary 2 is Garden State, a 2004 drama comedy, which stars Zach Braff, Ian Holm, and Method Man, and also Natalie Portman's in this movie too. But yeah, I realized that I haven't really done a video like this for y'all. I said I was going to show y'all some various Cinemax titles down the road. And I realized I never got around to it, so I figured I'd go ahead and do it for you all. Garden State is rated R for mild violence, adult content, and adult language. Presented in high definition and Dolby Digital 5.1 sound. Fox Searchlight Pictures logo. I turned the volume down so that way I wouldn't get a content ID match or a copyright strike. So that way you mostly just hear my commentary. But yeah, back in 2006, when I was getting ready to graduate from high school, I was really big on just recording those various things from Cinemax. So yeah, I'm a nerd for that kind of stuff. If you can believe that, which I'm sure you can. MoreMax Films logo there. Yeah, right. There it is, yeah. But yeah, I've been actually taking some time to myself when I haven't been doing any YouTube videos. I've been catching up on watching some of my movies that I have in my collections. I've mostly been binge watching the Super Mario Brothers movie. And I just heard about the sequel now in production. And it's going to be released in April 2026, which I'm hyped up about. There's the next Cinemax title. Another movie I have in my collection, They Live, from 1988, action sci-fi, starring Roddy Piper, Keith David, and Meg Foster. Some of these movies I have in my collection, some of them I don't. And They Live is an R-rated film, of course. Just containing adult content and adult language, and it's a Universal movie. Also, some of these blank DVDs, like the first part of my blank DVD collection, all the openings that you saw a few years ago, I also uploaded them in higher quality onto my Daily Motion account. So if you want to check out my Daily Motion channel, Ops07, and see some of these openings in higher quality, you can check it out on there. Firestorm. Why was that movie ever made? That's what I want to know. But I will admit, I do have Firestorm in my collection. I have it on a regular DVD. Again, as for why I have that movie and why I even made that movie, I couldn't tell you either way. But yeah, in addition to showing you all these various openings of these various movies airing on Cinemax that I'm showing you all here on YouTube, I am going to upload them in higher quality to my Daily Motion account. And again, if you want to know what my Daily Motion account is, it's Obster07, AUBSTER07. Oh, I need to turn the TV down for the 20th Century Fox fanfare to be heard. But, so that way you'll mostly hear my commentary. But yeah, Backdraft to me is a better movie than Firestorm. I mean, Firestorm, again, if you have to compare it to Backdraft, it's no contest. Backdraft is way better. That's just me, though. As for where that New Line Cinema logo came from, I couldn't even tell you. The Secret of My Success. Funny movie. 1987 with Michael J. Fox. I know that the group Night Ranger performed the title song, The Secret of My Success, from the same film. I have the vinyl record. And there is an opening music score playing during the Universal Pictures logo, the opening to the song, The Secret of My Success. So I'm going to make sure the volume's turned down low so that way you mostly hear my commentary as I've been rambling about. But yeah, I realized that I've been wanting to do these kind of videos for a while, but I've just never gotten around to them because I've been mostly working on various birthday specials for various people on YouTube, and I'm still working on that. I still have a lot more to go. You know what I mean? MoreMax. Before Sunset. For some reason or another, I don't know why, I remember which movie aired before Sunset on this particular disc, and it was Career Opportunities. I remember watching the tail end of it. But as for when these recordings were done, as for what month and date, I don't remember the exact date, but I do remember it was in April of 2006. As for how I remember when that was, couldn't tell you, but that's just me. And of course, before Sunset was a Warner Independent Pictures movie, also co-made by Castle Rock Entertainment. The original movie Before Sunrise, the first film, was just made by Castle Rock Entertainment. As you can see right there. Pretty cool. But as for when I'm going to post the openings to these on my Daily Motion account in high quality, I haven't made a final decision on that yet. It'll be sometime down the road because I juggle a lot of projects. Wildcats, 1986 football movie, oh yeah. Oh yes. I especially like the opening and closing song heard during Wildcats, the song where they sing about football. Very catchy. It's got a catchy beat to it too. Another R-rated movie, of course. But this is one of those cases where Warner Brothers plastered over their original Warner Brothers logo, because it's going to have the 1992 logo. It's also going to close with the 1992 Warner Brothers logo. As you can see on there, it says Warner Brothers Pictures, a Time Warner Entertainment Company. Whereas the original Warner Brothers logo for Wildcat says Warner Brothers Pictures, a Warner Communications Company presents. As you can see, it was plastered over. You've heard me talk about Warner Brothers plastering over their logos time and time again in my various movie collections. Napoleon Dynamite, yeah, that's a funny movie. I remember watching that movie a lot, particularly the last half of my junior year of high school. I even watched it quite a bit in my senior year of high school. PG-rated film, of course. But But yeah, I will do some videos down the road of some extra features that I have on some of these blank discs. I just realized I haven't gotten around to them because I've been focusing on my gameplays and everything. But after watching the movie Cross My Heart tonight and realizing that I had some Cinemax titles on my on this disc as a bonus feature, I figured, what the hey, I got nothing else going on right now, so I'll just go ahead and do it right now as a bonus feature for you all. Now, for how many of my blank DVDs I've shown in higher quality on my Dailymotion account, I've only done the first one with the movies Bird on a Wire, The Siege, Biodome, and Summer of 42. As for the Press Your Luck and Wheel of Fortune episode that's on that disc, you can also see that on my Dailymotion account too. And I also have the opening to the VHS of A Kiss Before Dying on my Dailymotion account as well if you want to check that out. I do plan to do more work on my Dailymotion channel. But, you know, like I said, I have a lot of projects in the works right now, in production. Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. That is a funny movie. Will Ferrell and Christina Applegate. Will Ferrell portraying Ron Burgundy. Oh, yeah. I have to admit, that's one of Will Ferrell's funniest films. But do I consider that his funniest film? That's debatable. Oops. Whoa. Sorry, I did not mean to press that button. I meant to press the volume button. Yeah, my lights are turned off here in my studio. It's because I figured the quality would look better with the lights off instead of the lights on, so that way you don't get a lot of glare, you know what I mean? DreamWorks Pictures logo. Yeah, like I said, this video is going to be about 20 minutes long, so figured it'd be a good video for all you movie collectors out there to watch. Ah, there's a good one. National Lampoon's Animal House. I'm told that's one of the funniest movies of the 70s. John Belushi, Tim Matheson, John Vernon. Also, Tom Hulce is in this movie, too. It was Max time that night. I remember recording this on a Sunday night.
The time has come. It's Max time on Cinemax.
And how? R-rated movie, of course. Just containing nudity and adult language. I plan to rewatch National Lampoon's Animal House again sometime down the road. Like I said, I'm catching up on watching these various movies because I've been taking some time to myself and realizing that there have been a lot of movies that I either haven't seen in a while or have not even had the chance to watch but want to have the chance to watch. So I figured, what the hey, that's what I'm going to do during some of my downtime, with the downtime that I have, which is not a lot. MoreMax recording here. Hard to Kill. Oh yeah, one of the Steven Seagal films from 1990. It also has Kelly LeBrock. I forget which other movies Kelly LeBrock was in. All right, now we're gonna turn the volume down during the Warner Brothers logo of Hard to Kill. And yeah, once again, Warner Brothers plastering over their logos. No need for me to bring it up again because it's happened time and time again. Another MoreMax recording. The Terminal, oh yeah, one of Steven Spielberg's movies. This one has Tom Hanks and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Oh, and Stanley Tucci's in this movie too, that's right, because I remember he was one of the airport people that Tom Hanks' character talks to. Because Tom Hanks' character was visiting from a republic called Krakosia. Krakosia! Krakosia! I've seen The Terminal before, and it's actually not too bad of a movie. I wouldn't say it's one of Steven Spielberg's best, but I wouldn't say it's one of his worst either. I can't think of a bad movie Steven Spielberg has ever directed, because he's made a ton of great films. And of course, DreamWorks is the studio that Steven Spielberg is one of the founders, along with David Geffen and Jeffrey Katzenberg. Turn the volume back up. Fat Albert. Now that's one of the movies I don't have in my collection, but I've seen bits and pieces of it. Kenan Thompson and Kyla Pratt. I think this is the last title where you see this variant of the Cinemax opening before they updated it in May of 2006 to where it says Cinemax next. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. And of course, Fat Albert is a PG-rated movie, just containing mild violence. But yeah, all these various openings that I recorded, these were recorded just before I graduated from high school 18 years ago. Can you believe that? Or wait, no. Yeah, it was 18 years ago. I'm sorry. We're in 2024, and I graduated high school in 2006. Alrighty. MoreMax recording. Lorenzo's Oil. 1992 with Nick Nolte, Susan Sarandon, and Peter Ustinov. I can remember what day this was recorded. This particular opening was recorded. It was on a Saturday, and it was the day where I was getting ready to go to my high school prom. I went to my high school prom that night, but I recorded a couple of MoreMax titles that day before I got ready. PG-13 rated film, just for adult language. Universal Pictures movie, of course. Oh yeah, everybody remembers that, particularly if you grew up in the 1990s like I did. Oh yeah, one of the most awesome decades ever. If not the most awesome decade ever. I could be wrong. Anyways, I'm just, talking random gibberish and random facts. Oh, Son of the Mask. Again, this is a movie I don't have in my collection. Of course, Son of the Mask is not as good as The Mask from 1994, that's for certain. PG-rated movie, of course. And I think there's only 2 more openings after this. And I may do more videos like this sometime down the road. It just depends on if I feel like it and when I have the time. But I want to make sure I get caught up on my birthday specials and holiday specials for this year first. As you can see, Cinemax updated their openings in May 2006. And then along comes early 2008, either late January or early February, I don't know, where they just switched to the bland graphics. I didn't care for those. But these graphics, I cared for. And these openings, I cared for. They were awesome. As for why Cinemax chose to stop doing this, stop using this particular openings, I couldn't even tell you. Nor do I want to know the answer. Either way, Warner Brothers movie. That's the studio that produced White Sands, along with Morgan Creek, as you can see. Must have been the early version of the Morgan Creek fanfare. As for this Paramount logo, as for which this was taken from, I'm willing to guess it was from Saturday Night Fever, but I could very well be wrong. Anyways, this is the last opening. And it's going to be the Chronicles of Riddick. Then after we see the Universal logo for the Chronicles of Riddick, we'll wrap it up for this showing of some various movies airing on Cinemax in 2006. I may do another video like this in the future. I have not decided yet. I want to get caught up on my birthday specials for the rest of the year first, as well as my holiday specials. And PG-13 rated movie, of course. Just for violence and adult language, so yeah. Alright. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed a little trip back to 2006 with all these various movies airing on Cinemax with their openings and what have you there. And I will see you all for more videos to come soon. Alrighty, and let's go ahead and wrap it up right here.